What's up, guys? I just wanted to make a short update video to show the progress we've made in our StarCraft 2 map. So I reworked the paper map to make it look more professional and just cleaned it up a lot more than when I left you guys last time in the video. So what I changed was I made this outline boundary because I needed to make the key bigger, and I didn't want it to just make a gigantic paper map where I had to like keep graying it out and keep drawing the water over and over again. So I just extended it out the right side to fill in the rest of a key, which I'll go over again. And then I redid the critical path, which is the designed ideal route that the player would take. I did leave them some other options. You know, you can go into different rooms. You can also take the lower route, which is a little sneakier and less dangerous than the critical path, but there's less of a chance that you'll find the optional objectives to get like the high score. So, you know, there's risk and reward for everything, and everything has to have a reason. Then I also changed the enemy patrol paths. I made it smaller, and I made it in this dotted line just so it stood apart more from the critical path. Which, if you're wondering how I made the lines better than last time, I used the pen tool in order to do that instead of just using the brush tool, which I usually shy away from the brush tool, but I had my professor show me in person how to use the pen tool because I could never quite understand how to do it. And it's really not as scary as I thought it was. All you do is you click a point that you want, and then you click to where you want it to go, so say here, and then you keep holding down though once you click. You don't want to let go once you click the second point. And then you can make curves and stuff. It makes it beautiful. You also want to make sure that up at the top left, next to the actual icon up here underneath like file, edit, image, there's a drop down menu. There's shape, path, and pixels. You want to make sure it's on path. And then you can just do things from there. Again, once you click a new point, make sure you hold down left click, otherwise it'll just set it as like, there we go, and I can't edit it now because I moved it. Though you might be able to with it. No, okay. Thought maybe you could click on it or something. Whoa, okay, it's crazy. But anyway, so you make curves and whatnot, and then once you're happy with it, what you can do is normally have another layer open, which I'm not doing right now because I'm not actually going to make this curve. But you'd like open up another layer and then go over to paths on the right. So normally layers is selected. There's also channels and path. So you have your work path, and that's our line that we made. Because if we click off here, it'll just disappear. Down in the bottom right, there's a filled in circle, a non-filled in circle, like a dotted line circle, and other things in the mask and delete and new layer tool. In order to actually fill it in, you have to click the just plain circle, the non-filled in circle. You click it and it'll fill it in like that. And since I still have the pen tool selected, it just kind of does the generic line fill, and whatever the color is you have selected, it'll fill in the color. But if you go to your brush, you can change your brush settings and whatnot, and it'll make it look different. So my brush is thinner than what the default pen line is, so that's why it looks smaller. But anyways, that's how I made the player critical path and the enemy patrol route paths look better. I just used the pen tool. So it's a real cool thing, real cool tool to use. So keep that in mind for when you're using Photoshop, if you didn't already know. And then I also changed the trees and the icons of the actual enemies and scientists and Zerg and civilians, so they're all the same size relative to what the icon is. Like all the enemy units are the same exact size and they're the same icon. And same thing with the Zerg and the civilians and scientists. And then the boss enemy, I changed the icon. As you can see, I changed most of the icons for the enemies. And then also the evac I changed, so I made it smaller. And I used actual images and decals that are used in StarCraft 2 to make it look more like, yes, this is a StarCraft 2 map. So you can tell these are hydralisks, these are marines, it's an actual marine, it's a what is it called? A medevac ship. Just, you know, it's the drop ship. So, and then I got rid of the foliage that was in the middle of the map that I wanted to be like kind of passable things, not like path blockers like the darker trees I left. So I made all of the trees the same size and changed the color so they're different than the trees that block out the non-playable area to make it more apparent. I also added some health. I don't know in the finished map I'm going to include that, but I wanted an actual reason for the players to go into these rooms other than like, oh, there's enemies in here. So if they do explore, the reward for exploring will be health pickups. I'll see what I can do to make that a reality. And then I also made 2 elite units. So again, they look different. I colored them in with the blue color. I think it's like cyan or something like that. And I don't think I made them any bigger. I think I just changed the color and then I put a circle around them just to make them look different than the regular enemies. Then I added these static mesh, which I labeled as science equipment. So it's going to be like computer terminals and whatnot that are in each room, so it fills up the room, makes it look like an actual science research and development base. As well as I added event points. So here are scripted events that are going to happen. So like you start the map and then you get your objectives, and each event triggers when you reach a side objective or the main objective, so you get updates, same thing with the evac and the actual leaving point. So I added those in as well. And then I just labeled that the gray is non-playable and the white is playable. I also thickened the line for the glass and the fog of war separator so you can see it when the map isn't zoomed all the way in, because it's kind of hard to see before. And I believe that is it for the updates and changes that I made. So I think that it looks way better. I hope you guys do too. And it's starting to look more professional, and I like the way it looks, and I'm definitely going to be putting this in my portfolio, which was the goal all along. So hopefully someone hires me as a level designer. That would be a dream come true. So I hope you guys enjoyed the pre-production part of our StarCraft tour into amazing level design. And next time we'll be working on the actual map itself. So I'll be super excited. So I'm pumped up. I'm so happy and excited for this. It's going to be super sweet. I'm excited just based on my paper map. I can't wait to build it and for you guys to experience it. So if you liked this series, you know, leave a like. If you have any questions or if you have any comments or suggestions, leave a comment in the comment section below. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.